Hey, I'm Sarah.
Hey, and I'm Alexis.
And we're making this video because a lot of people requested for us to make a video, and they're inspired by the fact that we're a young lesbian married interracial couple.
So we first met on Instagram, and I think she probably followed me first.
But you gave me your number first.
Okay, anyways, but I think I posted a picture one day saying something about me wanting to have a girlfriend and
Something
having
about
a
a threesome.
And so she comments on both of those, and she was trying to talk freaky to me.
So that's how we met. We met on Instagram.
Pretty much. Yeah, so then we started talking like every day, basically texting, calling each other all the time for a while, and then she cut me off. Like, she started ignoring me. She wouldn't text me back. She just hold the fuck out of me.
Not because I was being a bitch or anything. It's just, I felt myself falling in love with her, and my feelings was getting too deep into it, and she just wasn't the girl that I normally go for. She's a party girl, partying all the time, so I fell back, and I had to just pull myself out of that situation because it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, so then we got back talking, and then we talked for months, and she offered me to come visit her in New York because she's from New York and I'm from Detroit.
So I paid for her ticket to come out to see me in August, and she came. That was the first time we met ever physically.
It was so awkward.
It was so...
And she basically picked me up and took me to her house and
dropped her off,
locked
and
me
went
in
to
her
work.
room and went to work and left me there all day.
You act like you she was like sleep all day, so it doesn't even matter. And I didn't kiss her until I got off work. But when she first got to New York, we wasn't still a couple, like we weren't official. And then that's when my sister
her and her sister set me up, and they left and was supposed to be going to the store. And they left, and they were gone for a while. And then they came back. They came in the house all nice and all happy. Her sister bought me a gift. And then she was like, so, what's up with you and my sister? Like, you're not feeling her? Like, you don't want to be with her? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess, when time is right or whatever. So, so when her sister left the room, I'm like, so, you want to be with me? That's why you told your sister to ask? And she was all like, yeah, so I was like, okay then, I guess you're my girlfriend. We go together.
So we started dating, so the date is August 10th.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what time, it's probably in the afternoon, but it was August 10th. So she stood in New York for longer than she was supposed to, because she was only supposed to stay for like a week or two, but she stood for literally a whole month.
Pretty much.
Or just a week less than a month, but she stood because my mom had passed away last year, and my mom was it was gonna make a year on September 1st that she's been passed away, so she wanted to be there to support me for that, and yeah, that's what she said, and that was pretty awesome. Grateful.
So the first visit, like while we were there, it was one night that we were walking to get Chinese food, and I had this ring that I used to wear all the time, but I wanted to give it to her. So when we were walking, I stopped her and I was like, if I propose to you right now, would you say yes? And so I got down on one knee and I went to give her the ring, and she was all like, oh my God, can you just get up? I was like, is that a no? Like, I guess that was a no because she didn't put the ring on. She held me again. It
was just so random, and I'm like the type of person that get embarrassed fast, so I was just like getting ready. I'm about light as shit, so I get red.
Yeah, so I told her that I'll do it, in front of everybody. And that's what I did. So I waited till they had a barbecue for her niece's birthday, and I waited till 8:10 exactly, and I had her cousin playing music and recording. And I took her on top of the big rock, and I was talking to her. First, she was all like, oh, my God, what are you doing? And then I just got down. She was just like, oh, my God, why are you doing this right now? Are you really doing this? And then I asked her, and she really still didn't say yes. She kind of just slapped me and pulled me up and hugged me. But she put the ring on that time, so I'm guessing, that was obviously a yes.
Yeah, that was my sign of affection.
She just almost killed us. Knocked us off the rock.
I did not almost kill you.
So then I finally came back home, and then we were always talking about, like, what we're going to do, like, how we're going to see each other, when, who's going to come where, blah, blah, blah. But I had already met her family, so I wanted her to come meet my family. So she came for the first time in October for her 21st birthday.
And my birthday was on a Sunday. We went to this club, and I'm not going to mention the name of it. We went to this club, and we went on a Saturday. We turned up. We brought, it was me, it was her sister, and me that brought in my birthday. Obviously, I was there, duh. But we brought it in. They got me drunk. After that, we went to some hookah bar. We went home. We had some great sex.
Oh, my God.
And we went to sleep. And I woke up to a bunch of rose petals on me, 21 notes going up the stairs leading up to the table with breakfast and orange juice and milk, and it was just the sweetest thing ever.
Oh my God.
I met her family. Obviously, I met her family before my 21st birthday, but they just welcomed me, and just like my family welcomed her. And
that was great.
Yep.
So then she went back, and so then we started discussing how we wanted to go ahead and get married already. So we had set a date in November. And I was supposed to go to New York in November so we can just go ahead and get married. But then I ended up having a death in the family, so then I couldn't leave. I had to be here. And so she came back here with me. And she stayed for like 3 weeks. She stayed. Then we spent Thanksgiving together. She got to meet like the rest of my family. And everybody loved her, even though she was being anti that day.
I was on my menstrual. So I was in pain, going through a lot, so
it was nice. She ended up staying for like 3 weeks, and then she left. And then I want to say it was the week before Christmas. I left and went to New York, and ended up staying for another month.
So it wasn't really like a long distance relationship.
Yeah, it kind of didn't feel like a long distance.
We saw each other every other month. The only month we really didn't see each other at all was the month of September.
Yeah, because I left the week before Christmas, and I stayed till the beginning of February.
So we definitely made that work. So we finally got married January 20th, 2015. Not what we expected, because we expected to be married before then.
The day wasn't expected either.
Yeah, we just got married, and we were so fucking sick. We had the flu.
It was horrible.
But we got up that day. We made it happen. We got dressed. We was looking real decent, and we made it happen. We had to wait like a whole hour.
I felt like it was longer than that.
But we definitely made it happen, even though right after we went straight to the hospital.
Yes.
And we was there for like the rest
of
the
day. Night. That was our honeymoon. The hospital.
And we walked home. That's how it was.
We was in the hospital we were married by 2. Then we went to the hospital by 4. We didn't end up leaving the hospital till like 11.
I just couldn't move. I was just in a lot of pain. It was just way too much for me.
Couldn't even celebrate.
Right. But we will. Soon we will have a very appropriate honeymoon. So now I'm here in Detroit, and I live here right now. The reason why I live here is because she could have lived with me in New York, but it's way too difficult over there, way too expensive, and nobody got time for that. And I came here for the strength of my marriage, and I didn't want to, even though it wasn't really like a long distance, but I didn't want to be far from her and always have to spend money to come see her come see me, so we made it easier. I came here. Now I see her mostly all the time, and I go to school here. That's what it's like right now. Like, I'm going to school, and she's, preparing to go to the Army, and that's what I'm going to do after I get out of school, to go to the Army.
But if it doesn't work out with me and the whole Army thing,
I'm definitely going to go to the Army.
I'm just going to be an Army wife.
And we do plan to have kids.
And then I'm
2
going to get
kids.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
2 kids.
Maybe 4.
2 kids. She's tripping right now because I only want to have 2 kids.
Maybe
one from me, one from her, and that's it. And then if we want to adopt, we can, but I'm not having no other kid. We talked about this. She tripping.
So we do plan on having a big wedding.
Yes, we do.
When we mark 2 years.
Which is next year, August 10th, because we're about to make a year.
And we're having a beach wedding.
Virginia Beach. Not everyone is invited.
No.
Not everyone.
I mean, everybody's welcome to the reception, but not the wedding.
Because, like, I want my wedding, well, our wedding to be, like, sacred and very, you know, personal and with family and close friends that we've known for years. And, you know, I just...
Everybody's welcome to the reception.
Yeah, you can come. Don't be a creep. Don't be a groupie. Because...
Gonna dance all night.
I'm a very awkward person, so...
Yeah.
Throw that ass in the circle. But, yes. Say it. Say it. Baby, teach him how you curse.
No.
She curses like stupid bitch fuck shit. That's how she curses, sadly.
So, we plan to make videos every weekend, and I guess we'll post, like, when we get ready to make them, what you guys want us to talk about, if you want us to do any challenges.
Question and answer game, anything.
We're willing to do.
This is the reason why we made a YouTube page, because we're welcoming you into our life and, you know, what it's like to be Santiago.